Hey fam, this is Rhaj, one of Barbados' sons of fashion, design and style. It's been long in the making, but I finally have my own fashion series celebrating and showcasing some of the dopest homegrown fashion brands and artisans of style. We're gonna discuss trials and successes, issues and opportunities as our 246 talent works to impact the world community and move our fashion culture forward. So people, get your swag on and come join me for the brand new web series, #Tailored, #TLRD. Subscribe and turn on notifications on the YouTube channel, GET TLRD, Get Tailored, and join us today.
Nothing like coming home to this, yeah. My sweet mango, come on a journey with me, baby, and go to a place where the beaches blue and gold, yeah. Toes in the sando, look how she's so beautiful from every angle. Let me show you where I'm from, yeah. Like this vibe that we have, with hot and blazing fire, like a grill cooking mahi, oysters on a Friday. This place is so special to me. The gem of the West Indies. Let me sip on 2 shots of rum, then we go line till the sun goes down. So hands in the air if you love this place. Let me hear you say. And if you're proud to be from Bowtail, let me hear you say. Say no matter what, say you can't stay away. Let me hear you say. So sing it out clear if you love Bowtail. Let me hear you say. When we go down the East Coast or in the country, lay down in the hammock, tie on for 2 trees, singing and singing the cool breeze. Open up a cold bikes, exactly like that. You can't take that from me. Take a pose for the gram, #selfie, so the whole world could see. This island so special to me, cause this vibe that we have, how with hot and blazing fire, me and you, drunk in love, watch that sunset golden hour. This place is so special to me. The gem of the West Indies. Let me sip on 2 shots of rum, then we go line till the sun goes down. So hands in the air if you love this place. Let me hear you say. And if you're proud to be from Bowtail, let me hear you say. Say no matter what, say you can't stay away. Let me hear you say. So sing it out clear if you love Bowtail. Let me hear you say. Been you sweet just like a kid. Who visiting must come back again. Crop over sweet for them. The woman that's drive man out their brain. Cause this vibe that we have, how it hot and blazing fire, like a grill cooking mahi on a Friday. This place is so special to me. The gem of the West Indies. Let we sip on 2 shots of rum, then we go line till the sun goes down. So hands in the air if you love this place. Let me hear you say. And if you're proud to be from Bowtail, let me hear you say. Say no matter what, say you can't stay away. Let me hear you say. So sing it out clear if you love Bowtail. Let me hear you say. Sing ayo, ayo, ayo. Sing ayo, ayo, ayo. Say no matter what, say you can't stay away. Let me hear you say. So sing it out clear if you love Bowtail. Let me hear you say.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rhaj. We're here with Leanne Norville, straight out of Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited. We want to ask you a little bit about some of those unexpected things that come up, you know, in our lives, especially these days when we're at home trying to figure out more things that we could do, like, you know, taking a training course, you know, studying. I know that you guys are into consumer loans, and what services do you offer in that regard? And what do I really need to have to be able to access this type of loan?
Well, we offer consumer loans up to $20,000 or $25,000, depending on the eligibility. And those can range for any purpose. So whether you have an unexpected funeral expense, an expected medical expense, you want to further your education, you want to do improvements, or if you want to look into a business venture, all you need is 2 forms of valid government-issued ID. That could be your national ID, driver's license, your passport. You need your job letter within the last 3 months. You need your last 2 months of pay slips. And you need to have a proof of address, which could be a utility bill or a bank statement within the last 3 months, coming in your name at your address, along with the documentation to support your request. Just visit our website, www.publicworkers.bb, and select consumer loans. And all the information you need is there, or you can contact us at 622-9000 to schedule an appointment with an officer.
I hope the people take advantage of the services that you offer. Thank you for being also one of our co-sponsors for the show, #Taylor. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you out there. Thanks.
The Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This is where you belong.
Hey guys, welcome to #Taylor. This episode, we have the opportunity to meet up with Kim Angoy. If you don't know who she is, get accustomed. She is the designer for Sugar Apple Swim, one of the coolest swimwear lines out of Barbados right now. So let's go have a chat with her. Let's check her out. Kim, what's up, B?
Well, you know, we're just here. I think whenever we get together, it's always a vibe. It's always something to talk about, something to discuss.
Your stuff is so inspiring, man. I mean, I love how you've built over time. So I think the people need to know something about like your coming up, like where you started, what was the inspiration going into it. You know what I mean? Okay. So let's start with you know, why swimwear? You know, I mean, there's so many dope brands out there already. You must have seen them. We all seen them. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing your own thing. Why do you even want to do that?
I think the reason would have evolved as I have evolved.
Okay.
When I first started, it was just out of a shared love for swimwear.
See.
And as I got into it, and I was going through different stages in my life, I realized that we need different things. So, you know, you start off and it's all, you know, body nice and tight, you know, things are all in place. And so you have like little string bikinis and stuff like that. But then, you know, you enter the world of children, like stretch marks and insecurities. And I think every woman wants to feel confident in a swimsuit. Whether it's to the beach, the pool, family fun day, a cruise, whatever it is. And I just felt like because of the experiences as a mom and as a wife, I had a different perspective of how to try to achieve that for women. And I think progressively it has kind of just gone from there and evolved, as I said, from just wanting hot, cute swimsuits with cool prints to I'm confident, I am here, this is me, and I am present.
Okay. How's your support been? I mean, like, particularly from your family, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where it could get a little tense.
So, my family, as in my parents and my brothers, my cousins, heck yeah.
Not everybody though.
No, my granny was at first like,
get a job!
Deborah, Philip, y'all really sending this child to school to do art?
Wow, right.
But I think, you know, she comes from a different era.
I dig it.
And it's a gamble, it's a risk. And I mean, I think even in these times, it's a gamble and it's a risk. But I'm fortunate and blessed to have had very supportive parents and family. Help me push and just kind of figure it out, you know?
So Kim, I gotta ask you about like, what's the sugar apple aesthetic? You know what I mean? Like, do you have a certain, you know, visual that you're going for? Is there a certain point of inspiration for you and your line that is consistent throughout? Or is it kind of a free form vibe? Like, what is it?
My aesthetic is me.
Okay.
Whatever I put to paper is my aesthetic.
Same.
So I don't ever want to put myself into a box because I mean, Rhaj, I could be at the fish market and see how some scales have fallen, and that propels
a whole lane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I could be in Cheapside and see the threads off of a bag weaving a certain way, and that triggers another thought.
I dig it.
You know what I mean? So to say what is my aesthetic, the most simple thing I can say is that I use simple lines and silhouettes.
Okay.
But outside of that, I can't pinpoint.
I dig it.
I can't pinpoint anything.
I've seen your pieces incorporate a array of styles. Like, you know, you got a basic thong, you got a bikini, but then I see some pieces, man, with some like little shoulder thingies, like wings, you know what I mean, little thingies. I'm like, yo, that's cool, B, you know what I mean? And then the one that looks like Little House in the Prairie vibe with a lace bit. I'm like,
crochet lace.
So when I check your stuff out, it seems to be kind of broad, like whatever it is that you're capturing, and I understand based on what you're saying why that would be so now.
Yeah.
What's the situation with manufacturing? I mean, is it do you get some done here? Do you get certain things outside, certain things at home?
Okay.
How do you bring that together?
So every single piece is sewn right here in Barbados.
Okay.
But all of my fabrics, my hardware, all that stuff.
So when you say the hardware, so like the nibs.
Yeah. So these are what we would
ends.
call cord ends.
Right.
And we have them all engraved with sugar apples.
Right. Beautiful.
And
then you got this little metal tags.
Little metal tags that say sugar apple.
Right.
I think, you know, branding is just so important, and I don't know about you, but I feel like growing up, I've always felt like if people felt things made here were cheaper in terms of quality or what you're getting for your money. That's something
the exchange, So there seems to be like a psychological hurdle to cross when you're trying to bring your brand to the market in a legit way. You know what I mean? To be considered as legit as anything else that was being imported or seen in a magazine. You know? Okay.
We had a young
graphic artist?
She's an illustrator, actually.
Okay.
And I thought, well, you know, let me tap in.
Sure.
Help bring somebody that's a creative up into, you know, what's going on.
Yeah. What's been like the most fulfilling aspect of it to you?
The joy of women when they feel beautifully, sexy, confident, feel good in their skin, when they feel like there is no swimsuit on earth for them because they're too small or too big or too many stretch marks, and they come in here and they fall in love with a piece that makes them feel like I stepping out on the beach today.
Right, Chris,
I think there's nothing that beats that feeling.
I see. What's been like super hard about this whole
What has
journey?
been super hard? I think starting up, finding a manufacturer. So I started with a manufacturer here, and as things were picking up, you know, she had said, you know, Kim, I don't want to hold you back. If you need to find someone else, maybe you should explore, you know. And I try to, and because I am based here, it is difficult. And I have lost a lot of money trying to manufacture elsewhere, you know. You know, there's just so many trials and tribulations that go unseen or unheard, and people just maybe have the perception, oh, they have a store, oh, they have this.
Right.
But there's so much behind it that you lose out on. You don't get progress on and stuff like that. That is just, it's rough.
Okay.
It is rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another issue I would say is the policies. You know, we continue to hear, yes, we want young entrepreneurs, or not even young. Let's just say entrepreneurs.
We're about that. We're about
yeah.
that entrepreneurship. Yeah.
But I feel like the hoops and the everything that you have to jump through and jump over.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it is designed for us to prosper.
If it were designed for us to prosper, it'd be very obvious. We won't be speaking like this. We'll be speaking like, yo, there's so much happening right now. Like, do you know what's happening right now? So much is on right now. Like, we will also feel, I feel like we will also feel valued.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We wouldn't be like,
yes.
oh, y'all trying to do a thing. It'd be more like, oh, I'm so glad y'all trying to do a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you need to make this thing happen?
Yes.
You know?
I want to say NCF have been trying to get information out.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
BMA, Barbados Manufacturers Association. I do think I think the problem is for coming up, not knowing where to go.
Okay.
Is also a big part of the problem.
Okay. Like, we don't have a fashion council to say, hey, go to them and talk to them about the project you want to do.
So I think from school, there should be, you know, when we have like these college fairs and all this other kind of stuff, we need to have these guys in there.
Right.
Because college is not for everyone. School is not for everyone.
Yeah.
And there may be that child who knows from the get, look, when I finish the Etsy's,
I'm out of here.
I want to start my own business.
Yeah.
I came from a background of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
That's what my family, they just do that. Right? Not everyone has that guidance. So if in our school fairs and even in our even maybe educating just our regular form teachers, our year heads, to help our youth understand where they need to go and ask the right questions. I think that would be pivotal in our development for our young entrepreneurs.
I dig it. So I'm saying, like, yo, being an island, being surrounded by water every day, easy access, no issues, it's like taking it for granted almost. We ought to own this here. I mean, we live where they vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't get the sense that, like, oh, these people, they, ooh, wow. If you don't get that, we drop the ball somewhere.
Our big swag needs to be
exactly,
there, right?
Exactly.
I hear you. 100%.
We're on the same page with that, man. And I think all the movements that I've seen happening right now are leading to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Like, yo, B, if you want to get the real McCoy, head on to the islands and see what's cracking, B, because we inspired every day by everything. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Yeah, man. Hashtag tailored. We're in the house with Kim Angoy. We're here at Sugar Apple Swim, one of the leaders in this swim game. So great to have you, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for being with us today, man. Hey guys, thank you for joining us on this episode of Hashtag Tailored, where we had the opportunity to meet up with Kim Angoy from Sugar Apple Swim, and we're looking forward to seeing some awesome stuff from her going forward. Hopefully collaboration with some of the other swimwear brands, but it was definitely dope getting an insight into the industry and find out what her take on it is. Thank you for being with us. This is Hashtag Tailored with Rhaj. Respect. Hi, this is Raj Paul, and these are Evolved Tailored Trunks.
customer comes to get his piece done. And I'll take his measurements. There's some basic measurements that are taken to ensure that the fit is on point. Clients get the opportunity to really like customize it according to their lifestyle. I have them fit something first to see how that fits, and then where adjustments might be needed so that a pattern can be generated for them. Tailoring is really craftsmanship that you bring to anything that you're making this with a sewing machine and thread and needle and scissors. And when you choose tailored, you choose something special.
My name is Rhaj Ferguson. Welcome to #Tailored the series. So I'm the production manager, and I really wanted to do a thank you video to everybody who participated in making this possible. We really had a small team, and the level of support we've been having and how beautifully it's been rolling out, I just really wanted to tell you guys how much we really appreciated what you did. So we started this project because the founder of the project, Rhaj, he came to me and he said, look, I wanted to do something that focused on the makers. So that's what he calls it, the makers, and these are the people that create, the artisans that he believes are not well represented in Barbados. Some of them are well known, some of them not so much, but all of them are amazing, and it was such a pleasure to meet them and work with all of them. We really didn't have a budget for this. It was such a dream. So when we went out and tried to seek sponsorship, the NCF really came on board through their COVID-19 relief fund to the creatives. So we utilized that, as well as sponsorship from Ministry of Style, Creative Alliance, which is Raj's umbrella company. So between the NCF and Ministry of Style, this program was made possible. I really want to big up these people that I'm going to mention. So we really want to shout out to Justin Went, aka Juju Wanderer of the Barbados Film Company. What can I say? Without Justin, this would not be possible. So Justin was videographer, post-production, director of photography, editor. We really got lucky finding him and finding somebody who was so very dedicated to making sure that the quality of the video was of world class. So thank you so much, Justin. We really, really appreciate you. You really don't know how much. So we want to shout out to Rhaj. He's the host and the talent. Without him, this would definitely not be a reality. I'll take this time now to shout out to our participants, because these people we just approached, we asked them, and everybody was on board from jump. Everybody was ready. Everybody was so eager and happy to participate in this series. So we want to shout out to Rojo, who's Raj's mentor and friend. Rosca MacDonald, bespoke designer, tailor. We want to shout out to Sam Holder, who's a hidden gem. He's amazing shoemaker. Jason Lewis, who's an amazing entrepreneur, I think, who has the most outstanding attitude and approach to business, I believe, and that's what you need. I want to shout out to Gaynelder Grisette, the Kudos Kid. Sexy, talented, so amazing streetwear designer in Barbados, making waves. She's also the designer of Plumped, which is a plus size swim line. So many awesome people here in Barbados. We want to shout out to all the guys who participated in the streetwear episode. So big ups to Zone 5 Clothing. His name is Shaquille. Shout out to Odwin, who's part owner of Odd Boy. Shout out to Nikolai of Exodus Rootswear. Nikolai's been around for a while. I've known about his stuff for a while, but it's just growing from strength to strength, and it was amazing to see and hear from these guys exactly what their journeys were. So thank you to you guys for participating. What would be our first season without a camo episode? Where's Rhaj, there's camo. So huge shout out to Tracy Fowler, Alex Jordan, Junior Seeley, Dre DeCarlo, and Day from House of Day for participating in our camo episode. This season was really about origins. Most of you may not know, but Rhaj started out very heavily in church. He went on to do seminary in Trinidad for 3 years. He believes that where his style was honed was actually at church, because that was the first place he was able to express himself and his style and fashion. So there's no way we could have done a first season without that church swag episode. So we want to shout out to Larry's Music, Linnell Keynes, amazing gospel artist, super stylish, very, very cool. We want to shout out to Amari O'Neill. Amari is an amazing barber. A stylist to John Yard and some other gospel artists. He's so well versed in style, it's in his blood. So we want to shout out to Omari as well for taking the time out to share a bit about himself and participate in the series. Big ups to the original fashion god, Mr. Trevor Burnett. Trevor is a visual artist. He's a all-round, amazingly stylish guy, top class. Thank you to Trevor as well. We want to shout out to Kim Angoy from Sugar Apple Swim, who opened up her shop to us and made that shoot so exciting. So last but certainly not least is our supporting team. We have Eden on makeup. Eden really worked with us to make sure that everybody was looking very crisp on camera. It was last minute, and she still made sure that she was there whenever she could be. So we want to say so much thanks to her for that. We want to shout out Amory Butcher. Oh my goodness. What can I say? It was our first project, and we overlooked a few things. But Amory came in early mornings, really early mornings, to help and assist us with sound. It was so amazing. It was heartwarming, and I can't explain how much those gestures meant to us. We want to give a huge shout out to Darren from Cornerstone Creatives. Darren came in to assist Justin whenever he needed him, whenever he asked him, he was there, doing an amazing job of providing more than one camera angle just to make it easier for Justin all around. So thank you so much to Darren. Big shout out to Eliseus Joseph of the Architecz. He came in to mix and master the entire project. He's been so gracious with us. He created the title track for #Tailored. We also want to say thank you to Shakori and Damien, who were here to assist Justin again whenever he needed that, to provide support in so many ways that all in all, we had a really tiny team. It was like 5 or 6 people. And the production that was made, you'd think we had a 15 or 20 cast behind the scenes. Thanks to our sponsors, thanks to our families that supported us with meals and long nights and noise and editing. We just want to say thank you to everybody who made this first season of #Tailored a reality.